Let's take a look at the evolution of the spring-wound gramophone. As you saw, the hand-driven gramophone in another video was warbly and a little bit considered a bit like a toy because it wasn't a steady sounding machine. So this is sort of the iteration of the first spring-driven gramophone from Berliner. You can see it has some of the look of the hand-driven. It's got a wooden base, just like the hand-driven. It's got a reproducer stand here, just like the hand-driven. And it uses a post, it got a perch post here to support the horn. So this is the first spring-driven motor. It came in a metal can, and this one is in extraordinarily good condition. It's wound with a lever. It was designed by Levi Montrose, and partly with the assistance of Eldridge Johnson. Now, Eldridge Johnson is a name that's important because he is the one that ended up manufacturing the Berliner gramophone, the trademark version, and eventually took over the patents from Emil Berliner and founded Victor Talking Machine Company. So he played a huge part in the industry. So we've got the first attempt here, and then very soon after that, they housed the mechanism in a wooden box, and on the back, when you see that, there's a speed control on the back, and I'll show you that. There's a brake on this one, but it's starting to look like the improved gramophone of 1897. The reproducers changed substantially. This is called a Johnson reproducer or a J reproducer, and this is a particularly early version of it with a slight strap across here, as opposed to the way it almost immediately went to what we normally see as a J reproducer. So it's starting to look like the famous Berliner trademark that's in the image of his master's voice with the dog nipper. This is sort of, you could say, the final version. The brake here lifts with this lever. There's also one that moves to the side. So there's slight variations on this one. It has the regular Clark Johnson reproducer. It's spring wound here with a spring. So this is really the work of Eldridge Johnson and became the template for all the machines that followed. So that's a look at these three machines that started it all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera and show you a little bit of a close-up of each. So let's start with the earliest spring-driven gramophone. Just look at the quality. That is an original finish on the wood base. It's absolutely spectacular. There's the strap reproducer, just like as on the hand-driven, exactly the same. And you can see on the back, I'm going to try and get to the back. There's the back with the speed control. And then we go here to the lever wind Berliner gramophone. And you can see the brake is quite unique. And the reproducer on this one is sort of a cross between what became the Johnson reproducer and the original strap reproducer. And with the just like the other one, there's a lever on the back. And then we get to the point where we have the very famous Berliner trademark gramophone and its reproducer. You can see the patent information on the back of the strap reproducer, and you can see the speed control. And then we have the back of the lever wind or lever wound. And here's the speed control on the trademark version.